Meet Velveeta. She recently left her waitressing job at a greasy old diner that was getting so much oil in her skin, and her hair was just gross every day, and she felt awful, being treated poorly by customers. That was it. She was done. Now she has started her new job at a high school that just was put up in this brand new city that is starting to really thrive, and she's looking forward to instilling all of her wisdom on the kids of the city who will one day take over and lead us. If you want to see that new high school coming into the city, keep watching. My name is Toady YPQ, and I'm very excited to be sharing with you episode 2. Hello world, welcome to episode 2 of our to-be-named modded city playthrough of City Skylines. Thank you, of course, for all the support on the first episode. It is always lovely to have a new project being well received. As you can see, we are immediately on our way building up some new, suburbs, some new residential areas ready to go to get our population thriving. I am recording this from my standing desk in the standing position, so I'm ready to go. I've got a coffee here. Let's get some zoning happening. You might have noticed I did turn these into 2 different districts, and the reason I want to do that is I wanted to put some themes in here and get some of the downloaded assets going on happening. So this bottom one, I wanted to try big suburbs. I think I did the theme setup all right. So if I do this now, does it say that it's that? Okay, so hopefully when things build in here, zone in here, they will become that big suburbs. Let us start zoning in. And I did actually have to take out a loan. I forgot when I was building these roads that, we don't have unlimited money. And so as I started to lay down the water piping, we ran out of money. So I took a little loan, no big deal, we'll pay it back. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to zone that much at once. Oh my goodness, I just about made a big mistake. I'm going to try to prevent kind of like death waves happening by spacing out how much I zone at once. So let's actually get the game playing and let's see what happens. I'll go speed 3. Are people going to come in here? Yes. Now, these buildings, I think I have to start manually deleting them for them to zone in with the new building type. I did that over here. I deleted these buildings here so that the farming type buildings would zone in instead, and it looks like that is working. So that's good. Coming back this way, do we have anybody coming in? What I could do is get rid of some of these kitty houses. I'm so sorry. I love that asset, but it's just not what I'm looking for here. Oh yeah, look at all the trees. I think this is what I was looking for. Great. Now, of course, day-night cycle, I've forgotten about that. Let me just correct that here. Still nobody coming down this way, but I'm going to, there they go. They're coming in. All right, we're good. Everything's fine. I've done it well. And we have already hit Tiny Town, population of 1,400. And this gives us parks, and we can do the Industries DLC now if we want to. I think I might stay away from that for a little while. I do want to try the fishing industry out. I want to get that started kind of earlier in the city than I normally would have. Landscaping, I'm very excited to have because now we can start detailing and putting down decorations in the city. And that is just about it. Oh, and we also get high schools. So let's put down the things that are going to be required to keep our citizens going, which would be a high school. I'm going to open up this view and I've got $94,000. That's fine. Toronto High School 9 is a big school, but if we put it down here, we can kind of plan around it, can't we? So let's put this high school down this way. And then if we look at our elementary school, we're doing just fine for capacity for now, but I definitely think we will start needing more pretty soon. So that's back into the high school. I think that's the one that we did before. Let's try this guy, Hayes Elementary. Where is he going to fit nicely? We'll put him there. Good. Okay, we need to continue zoning, and I'm realizing that it might start looking a little packed with trees if we just have the big suburb like I was doing, but we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna zone in a little bit more. I also included a commercial theme in this area, and now that we have parks, we should probably get some parks down, shouldn't we? I do want to do some of the Park Life DLC. It could very well be my favorite DLC if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Now this would be awesome to get a baseball field there. It just makes so much sense in that area. And we definitely want some park up here. This little play area, it's such a tiny asset, but it has such a big range of effect. It does feel like cheating, but I'm going with it. I mentioned cheating a lot in episode 1, but if we put it here by the school, it just makes sense to have a playground like this by an elementary school, doesn't it? Now, even over here, we could have some sort of entertainment area because we've got like a little shopping district, right? So it would make sense to have something over here. Why don't we do a modern art plaza? A restaurant plaza makes sense. Let's put it right there just to give these guys something. And then we could even zone in a little more commercial over here and some more housing. As these houses zone in, I am noticing that I really don't actually dislike how many trees are there. I'm quite happy with how this is looking. I am going to come over here and delete some of the old houses so that we can start having the new themed houses come in. Sorry everybody, just wait till you see what happens up here with all these poor folks. Now we are in a position where we are starting to need more water management and more electricity, so I'm going to put down another one of these water guys that I forget what they're called, and I am also going to come over here, and it's so easy just to use this picker, grab it, and just put down, I think I'm gonna actually do 3 more. I know they look a little whack right now, but we will be tidying this up. This will look better soon, I promise. Gotta trust the process. Now, if you watched last week's Twix video, you will know that I installed a new to me mod, which is this zoning adjuster mod right over here. Because when we are looking at the zones, I couldn't get anything to zone in on this street, right? Well, now what I can do is I can click on disable zoning and I can upgrade this road with Anarchy on. So it's going to upgrade it to the exact same road. But you see that the zoning switched there, right? So as soon as I disabled zoning on this road, it enabled it over here. And now I can put down the commercial little shops that I wanted to put down, and they will come over attached to this road rather than this one. Now, as we are increasing our population, we can see that our need for industry is certainly going to continue to rise. I'm going to carry on with this farming industry, Mighty Farms over here. So let me get some of the infrastructure in place this way. I am trying to be smart with my money this time, but it is really tough to keep track of it. I've been working on like a sandbox style city for a while, so it's tough to remember. This here, I will like decorate better and do better with it on a stream soon. I stream at twitch.tv/ToadieYPQ, but for now, I'm just gonna throw in a roundabout here. What am I looking for? Just a highway. And I'm going to make it that big. Perfect, that's fine for now. I will set it up how I typically do. We can extend the Mighty Farms zone. I'll tidy it up again, and let's get zoning some more farming. Our residential theme has rocketed up, of course, because we have the industry coming in Mighty Farms. So it's time to really cause some havoc in this city. Up here in this district, we are going to change this theme to be older houses. Now, I kind of forget what those look like, but we will remember. And I'm allowing basically kind of like all commercial. And now I'm going to start destroying houses again. So very sorry everybody, but I kind of, what my like lore in my head is that this is where people first settled in the city. And so all these houses are gonna look old, they're gonna look, well, old. And we can zone in some of the empty spots as well. And this is kind of the one time our city is gonna like dip, I guess, in terms of how well it's doing. But then the nice thing is from here on out, it should be pretty smooth. Letting the game run a little bit, you can see pretty much all of our demand has dipped, and I'm totally fine with that. I've mentioned it so many times. I really enjoy keeping the gameplay kind of like slow and we build up money. Let's zone in a little bit more housing, let's say over here. And I think this is a good opportunity for us to kind of check our services and the needs and stuff. So we're totally fine for electricity and water. Garbage, I noticed we are pretty well fine, but I think it would be smart maybe to get ahead of the game and put in something else. I wonder if we put one over here by the school, is that normal for high school to have a recycling center nearby? We're gonna make it normal now. What about just putting it by the baseball park? Yeah, I think that's pretty normal. I'm gonna use my same recycling asset that I usually do, and we can tidy up the way the ground looks maybe. Why does it look so funky? Let's move it. Let's press Control H and bring him down to that level. Perfect. And then there's like a little ridge over here, but that's fine. Next, where are we going? Oh yes, medical. I don't think we have technically unlocked death care yet, so I'm not gonna worry about it quite yet. However, we do need some more. Oh, maybe we do have I don't know. I have no idea when the vanilla stuff comes in. We do basically need some healthcare around the map though. So this health professional center, I feel like it would kind of fit in over here, but it is maybe a little large. What about doing like a little tiny clinic over here? I know it's got a very small capacity, but that kind of feels right. Let's put him on the main road, but over this way. Yeah, I think that will at least help out over here. And then I wanted to put something this way as well. Why don't we go for this family medicine? What's its capacity? 100, that seems pretty good. Let's put it right here, right on the corner. Wonderful. Looking at fire safety, we are okay-ish. I still wouldn't mind having some more over here by the industry. So that is a volunteer station, so I don't want to use the exact same one, right? Why don't we use this Perry Sound station and we'll put it right here. And I remember police was a little crazy before, right? Because we didn't have any money, and guys, I've done the exact same thing. I've gone left to right for the services, and we just don't have any money for police. I'm going to let the game run until we have $12,000 for one of these two police stations. So I'm going to go up to speed 3, going to let the game run. That'll let some of the demands balance themselves out at least. And just a few minutes later, we have enough money for a police station. Now, which one looks like it would suit the area better? I certainly think this one does. And they have the same capacity, same upkeep cost, same upfront cost. So let's put this guy over here. I'm gonna put him on the main road, and I'm gonna put him up over this way so that it covers like a little bit more of this area up here. Now that we are making our citizens happier, our residential need is starting to thrive again. And if any of you are maybe newish to this game, or you're trying to figure out how to play and how to make things survive and all that sort of thing, maybe you've noticed during this episode that I really am just following the demands of the city, and that's the best. And that I find is the easiest way to keep your city under control, your money under control. Just zone what the game wants down here at the bottom. Looking at our housing, let's see these old houses that I used the theme for. Now they look a little bit, I would say, like barren, right? When you compare them to these big suburb houses with all the trees. And it also, when you kind of look at it like this, it's a really stark difference between the two. What I will likely do is tidy that up during a live stream, and I'll place some houses manually and kind of intertwine them a little bit more and just make them look a little less cookie cutter. But I'm enjoying just zoning houses again rather than going in here. Yes, I understand going like this, taking a building, plop it down. That is a lot of work to build a big city, so I'm having a lot of fun putting down the zones and using Theme Manager. We have reached Boomtown, population of 2,600. This gives us another tile to unlock, which is awesome. Public transit, which can be really fun to get started, or industry specialization, which is something I am looking forward to. Policies and highway stuff, and I am looking forward to moving on and up. What's our next one? Almost double, so 5,000. Cool, we will get there eventually. That will be the end of episode 2. It has been really fun hanging out with you guys and building this city together. Next episode, we will look at maybe purchasing some new tiles. We need more citizens to move in. We've got so much residential demand, and let's make some big plans for the future. I just took a look at the tiles that I want to purchase, and I am so excited. If you are enjoying this series so far, please do give the video a thumbs up. It really does help out. And there is a video being suggested on the screen right now. Hopefully it's one of mine. You should probably click it. You'll learn something new and or be entertained. Thanks guys. I will catch you next time.